Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Liam here, and in today's video we're taking a look at the Domyfan M5 laptop screen extender for use with your MacBook or PC based laptop, Chromebook, whatever the case may be. Now, for full transparency, Domyfan did send this to me and asked me if I was interested in reviewing it, to which I agreed. As you know, I've reviewed their products before, their screen extenders before. They make fantastic screen extenders, but they do not have any input into what I say in this video. They will not see this video before you, the general public, and they have no control over this video whatsoever. They will see it at the same time you, the general public, does. So let's go ahead and open up the box and see exactly what we have inside. So as you can see, this is a fairly good sized box, but we're going to go ahead and open it up and pull out all the items that are included in this kit. So let me open it up here. And first of all, we have the user's manual. So we have that here. Next, we have the actual screen itself. Let me get this out of here. All right. And so here we have the actual screen, and I'm just going to pull off the foam padding blocks to get those out of our way. And I'll set the screen over here to the side. And then also in the box, just turn back just a little bit more so you can see, hopefully. And then, of course, in this front compartment here is where we have all of our cables. So I'm going to go ahead and discard that box because it takes up a lot of space on my desk. So when it comes to cables, we have a USB-A to C cable. We have a micro HDMI or mini HDMI to full-size HDMI. And then we have a right angle USB-C to a straight USB-C as well. So those are the cables that are included in this kit. And now we'll go ahead and get the actual screen extender itself out of the bag here, so that we can take a better look at that as well. All right, so looking at the back of the screen extender, we have our 360-degree swivel mount that's built in. Let me slide this over so you can see a little bit more. We have the Velcro strap, which keeps the entire thing closed when not being used, which is always good if you're going to be transporting it or anything like that. So we're going to go ahead and remove the Velcro strap right now. And we'll set that aside. Now, on the bottom here, it looks like we have, let's see here. Let me turn this around a little bit. We do have a slot here that I'm trying to figure out what exactly that is for. Okay, so on the back here, we have an insert point here, depending on whether you want to set up the screen in portrait or landscape orientation. You can do either with this monitor, which is a really nice thing. Here we have our power button. Then we have our Type-C port 1, Type-C port 2, and then our mini HDMI. And of course, the ports are here on the edge. You can see them a little bit better while I have it tilted like that. You can see them across here. So we do have quite a bit of flexibility with this screen extender, which is one of the reasons why I really like Domyfan's products. They do think of all possible uses. As I've mentioned before in previous videos, I do like to, when I have a dual screen setup, I like to be able to put the secondary screen in portrait orientation for when I'm writing code or working on in the command line on Unix and Linux based servers. I do like having those options, so I do appreciate the fact that they include both in this particular configuration with the M5. So that's highly appreciated by me, and I'm sure probably by some of you out there who work the same way that I do. So as you can see here, we have this swiveling 360-degree kickstand that'll support the monitor while you're using it, so you don't have to worry about it putting undue pressure on your laptop's screen, the one that's built into your laptop, of course. So I always love the fact that they make these extremely rugged This is made of metal, this part of the kickstand, and it has a nice rubber pad on the bottom there, so it's not marking up any surfaces or anything like that. Now, of course, the next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be hooking this up to my M1 Pro MacBook Pro so I can show you how well this screen works, how you can set it up, all of that good stuff, the different button controls, everything like that, so that you can see them all for yourself. Now, this is a 1080p full HD monitor. It is 15.6 inches in size. So it's not as high a resolution as I would personally like for some things. I do like to have 2K or 4K or maybe even 3K resolution, but 1080p is okay, especially when I'm traveling and I am writing code or working in the terminal a lot, even though I like my main screen to have high resolution so I can see more things at once. When I'm writing code, I do appreciate the fact that being this is 1080p, it's going to make all of my text appear a bit larger, so it'll be easier to read on the screen as I'm working. So definitely something that I appreciate and something that I think is really great as far as the resolution goes. Now, if I open this up real quick here and show you the actual screen itself, and let me get this turned around because I actually have it upside down. There we go. So this is the actual screen itself, and then of course this is how it attaches to your laptop. You see it has this flip out slide right here that would slide up tight against your built-in screen, and then the two on the top as well. And then of course the kickstand on the back that you just turn and set it to the way you need it, and you have all the support you need while you're using this particular monitor. So I'm going to go ahead and hook this up to my M1 Pro MacBook Pro so that I can show you how well this screen works and some of the uses for it. In my particular case, as well as other people's use cases, just some of the different configurations you can use this in to make your life easier and make yourself a lot more productive. Okay, so now we're going to take a more in-depth look at how we configure this laptop screen extender. As I mentioned earlier, we have a 360-degree kickstand here. Now, the cool thing is the kickstand is actually removable, so you can take it out of this slot, flip the screen around, and slot it in here so that you can have the kickstand in a different orientation. Now, these here that I was showing you in the earlier segment of the video, this portion here and this portion up here, let me get it over here in the frame so you can see it, are how we can change the orientation from landscape to portrait, and I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So if I go ahead and open this up and lift, I can actually pull the screen physically out of that bracket that goes on the back of my laptop, and I can reorient things the other way. So now, if I plug it into this one on the other side, like so, then you see I have a portrait orientation that I want. Whoops, and let me get this set up on here. And we got the laptop. We got this attached to my M1 Pro MacBook Pro. So we got that all set up, and now I just reach behind and turn the kickstand the way I need it to support the weight on the backside so it's not putting undue pressure on my MacBook Pro, because I do not want that. So now we got this all together. We just slide the back part, the bracket, together so it fits nice and tight. And there we have the second screen in a portrait orientation. Now I'm going to go ahead and hook this up. With most external monitors on my M1 Pro MacBook Pro, I only need to use a single USB-C cable for both power and video delivery. But in this case, I'm going to hook up the dual cable setup. So I'm actually going to use the mini HDMI to HDMI plugged into my HDMI port on my M1 Pro MacBook Pro. And then, of course, I'm going to go ahead and use the USB-C cable to feed power to the monitor. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. And I'm going to flip the orientation so it won't be in the way of the power switch, because I don't want that. And then I can just route this around to this side of my MacBook Pro where I have dual USB-C ports over on this side. And that way I can have it like that. And there you go. And you can see for yourself that the monitor is booting up automatically. And I've got it set. Now, what I need to do is I need to modify my video output in my Mac. Let me get this. I must have bumped that off there just a little bit. Come on, there we go. Let's get you back up here where you belong, like so. Get you out on the side and then slide, whoops, slide it tight. Oh, gosh darn it. Butterfingers here. My apologies, people. Didn't mean to do that. But as you can see, I am human. I do make mistakes. So let's go ahead and plug this back in. You can see I'm getting the picture and the power using just the USB-C cable because my HDMI cable popped out. Let me go ahead and get this back on here like so. And come on. Slide back in there. There we go. And we got that. And we can slide it all together nice and tight like so. So there we have it. Now we have the setup that we want. And then all I have to do is go into my Mac's display settings. We go in here and go to displays. And you can see my two different displays. It recognizes the M5. It shows the maximum resolution as 1920 by 1080, which is also the default. And the rotation can be 90 degrees. And there you have it. So now I have it in full portrait orientation. Whoops. Confirm. And I just need to switch the arrangement here. So so that my screen, the built-in one, is on the left and the vertical one is on the right. There we go. Much better. Now, when I go back and forth, you can see it passes from one screen to the other, just like I'd want it to. So now, if I go, let's say, let me pull up something. Well, no, not an app. Let's go to Safari and we'll go to YouTube. And let's see here. I've got audio muted so I don't violate any copyright or anything like that. So let's go ahead and get my YouTube channel pulled up. There we go. Or get logged in anyways. And then I can go to my channel and view my channel. And I can play one of my recent videos. So I can have this video playing on my main laptop screen, just to give you a use case idea. So I've got video playing on my main screen, and it's one of my videos, so I don't get any copyright strikes because it's my own property. And then, of course, I can launch iTerm 2, which is what I use for writing code and working on computers. I can put that on my second screen, double click it, and now it's at full length on the second screen. So as you can see, I've got an extremely handy setup there. As I mentioned before, I don't have to use the HDMI cable, but I do like to when I'm demonstrating this, just so I can kind of cover all the bases for all of you out there and give you an idea of how everything on this works. So now, as you can see here, I've got my Luna Ultra zoomed in on the external screen, the M5, and you can see how crisp the text is in that screen. The colors, the contrast, everything is absolutely fantastic. Domyfan, as you know, if you've been following this channel for a while now, they make great products. They've had me review a couple of different models of their laptop screen extenders. I did an older second screen one, a different model than this. And then I did the one that has the 2 screens, so it gives you a triple screen laptop setup. And now this new M5 model that they just came out with. And they make fantastic products, definitely top notch. It's not super heavy. The thing is extremely compact and lightweight, so you don't have to worry about it being a burden when you take it on the road with you. You can use it very comfortably carry it very comfortably within your laptop bag, which is what I frequently do. I've got enough extra room in my MacBook Pro's backpack that I carry it in that I can easily carry this screen in there as well. And it doesn't add a tremendous amount of additional weight to my backpack when I'm carrying it on the road. So definitely something handy and to keep in mind that is super compact, super lightweight, very thin design, which I absolutely love. And the colors, like I said, and the contrast are just amazing. Now, if I go in here and let me press the button here, there you go. And you can see the menu. You have all of your settings. You can change your brightness, your contrast, your backlight, your sharpness, all of that stuff. You can put it in eco mode. So it does have a very complete menu system that's extremely handy, and you can just scroll through it with the power button, which is also a push and scroll wheel. So there you have all of your various settings. Your menu access and all of that is done through the power button, which again, like I said, is a push in and rotate button as well. So extremely handy to have that functionality and everything built in with a very easy to use, simple set of controls, which is something I highly appreciate. And I think you will too. Most people are going to find that extremely useful to be able to do that kind of setup with the dual screens and have all of the access controls and the menu features and all of that stuff that you could possibly want to use this screen to your heart's content to increase your productivity, make this part of your current workflow or your future workflow, I guess I should say, and know that you're getting a quality product which has amazing color accuracy, great contrast, great sharpness, all of that, and know that you've got a good quality piece of kit to take with you anywhere that you go. Okay, so wrapping up this video, as you can see, the Domyfan M5 laptop screen extender is an extremely handy bit of kit to have, especially if you're somebody like me that travels frequently and you need to be able to take your laptop with you to be able to write code on the road or access servers on the road and things like that. Tina and I just got back from a 3-week trip to New York, and while I was up there, I was contacted by the parent company of one of my previous employers, which was Virgin Orbit. And they needed my help getting access to the intellectual property on a couple of the servers, and the access was messed up, so they needed my help in getting it sorted so they could get access to that data to sell it off to another company. And I was able to do all of that while I was up there and use the Domyfan M5 as my secondary screen with my MacBook Pro, which for me personally is extremely handy. Now, if you would like to pick up one of these for yourself, I'll have a link in the description down below so that you can grab one of these for yourself. I will also let you know that I'm finally announcing my 100,000 subscriber giveaway, and I'm actually giving away 2 of these M5s. The one that I did the demo with today, as part of the review, I haven't used it a tremendous amount, so it's still in excellent condition. The other one is still sealed brand new in the box. So I'm going to be giving away 2 of these, and you'll be able to look down in the description below for the contest link so that you can get your entries in and have your chance of winning one of these 2 laptop screen extenders. All right, that's going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch it. Please remember to smack that bell and subscribe button down below, and I will see you all again in the next video.